Hello, welcome back. Um, Today we're gonna do a little bit more standard prep. Now, today included, I'm feeling pretty burnt out on standard. In all honesty, PT prep has, it's been a little stressful, but we're hanging in there. But also, like, there's a new set coming out that might flip standard on its head. Um, I've been told that the PT is open deck list for the standard portion, so like there is fairly diminishing returns on the amount of like random Moto League testing that I can do in standard even. So I'm thinking about taking a little break. Maybe like wait until the new set comes out and like do a couple streams before the PT for standard. But maybe the next few weeks I might go do some Legacy or Dual Commander, just take a breather, cleanse my palate. But for today, at least, we'll do one more standard league. I haven't played this deck in a hot second. I don't know how long it's been. Hey, Luna, thanks for the resub, appreciated. We're playing some mono white tokens. Made some changes based on other lists I saw. As the meta develops as well, cards. This Dust Animus card I saw on a couple of sideboards seemed pretty interesting. A lot more like 1/1 and 2/2 flyers sitting around. This card seems actually like pretty reasonable, especially in a deck that like doesn't really play a lot of creatures you want to point removal spells at, and a lot of decks are going to board down on them. Dust Animus seems like a cool sideboard card to have. Not much else. It's like pretty stock. Bunch of Elspeth's Smites. It felt like these are like the only real flex slots in the deck, I think, at this point. And you can like change the land configuration, the number of Demolition Fields and Sunken Citadels. Like, that's about it. A lot of this deck is pretty locked in, so let's get to it. My energy is low, so apologies in advance. I need to turn this light on. There we go. We're gonna jam a little bit more standard. Maybe play some Legacy. Because there's a showcase coming up, I think, a showcase challenge, like, beginning of February? I don't know if it's, like, the first or second weekend. But it'll be good to, like, prep a little bit for that. Dip my toes back into Legacy a tiny bit, and then maybe play, like, a Dual Commander League. I might play Dual Commander in Chicago if I don't day 2 the PT, so... Hand is the lower end of fine. We got our engine, but nothing to enable it quite yet. But the deck's filled with a bunch of things to enable Caretaker's talent. So just removal into talent is... Maybe I shouldn't say lower end of keepable. His hand's good, it just, needs a little bit. But that's a lot of hands in this format. My opponent is on Domain, then we are definitely in some trouble. That matchup is just straight up not very good. This deck is really trying to prey on the decks that go beneath it, which is most of them. This deck is a very powerful late game deck, but if you play against Domain, either Overlords or like Atraxas and Herd Migrations and stuff, it's kind of a pain. Restless Anchorage doesn't feel like a Domain card. Could be a Pixie card, could be like blue-white, Jeskai. Band? Maybe. I still don't know. Every time I queue up a league, I think I like know most of the decks in the format, and then I just don't. I guess this could be like a Domain deck that's just playing Restless Anchorage. Does Dog have a sweater she can wear? She does have a sweater she can wear. Actually, I think we recently posted pictures of it. Maybe not. We're not drawing the token Producy cards. We kind of wanted to find those, but... Just realized the opponent's name. Oh dear. That is a pretty dreadful name, huh? Okay, yeah, it looks like it is Overlords. Just with Restless Anchorage in the mana base. Crush them? I mean, this matchup is not very good. I'll do my best, but it's... Especially this hand has not panned out. We've drawn Sunfall and lands. Would really have loved to draw like Overlord or Carrot Cake there or something would have been really good. Oh, my thing. That's pretty awful for me. We have like actual nothing now. I don't think we're gonna win this game, chat. We have tokens now, yeah. I really don't think we're gonna win this game. Trying. Not to be like the standard hater, but like, man, so like there are the less powerful the format inherently, like the more inconsistent the decks are, and you just do lose more games like this, and it is just kind of miserable sometimes. There are more games just decided by Screw and or Flood in less consistent formats. I say as a D&T player who plays, like, you know, a wildly inconsistent deck with a bunch of lands and mono white cards anyway, but I feel like we just concede. I feel like I kind of just don't want to play this matchup even. You lose more games like this with their fewer nut draws to punish stumbling in eternal formats. I guess, yeah. There's like a little of like you sign up for like the types of games that you're going to lose. You get turn 1 by Doomsday less often, and then you flood out and try your removal spells against the Overlord. I'm not playing. We're not playing this game. We can go game 2. I'm good. If you weren't streaming, you'd snap concede the match. Yeah, I was thinking about snap conceding the match while streaming, if I'm being honest. I think we should bring in a guy. These removal spells are so bad, we can't even cut them all. Late on Arms is like, I guess Late on Arms is fine, because you don't want to answer Zur, but it's probably, I guess, Sunfall's fine against, like, hard cast stuff late game. You don't really want any of these other cards. Maybe you could talk about, like, Split Up. I think this is probably fine. Maybe I'm not respecting Zur enough in terms of my removal spell suite. 2-3 into 2-1? I guess I could have, like, maybe shaped Beza's instead. I don't know. Beza beats down. Gotta be the aggressor? Question mark. Cast my 2-3 flyer. Alright. These guys beat down. I guess technically you could plot this and then draw a card, right? That's not. This doesn't really feel like the matchup for it, but it is good to know. Even if you don't plot this to 5, you could plot this on 2 to curve into Enduring Innocence on 3. But given I think I just want to hit my opponent for as much damage as possible. Hey, Mattman. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Standard is cat type on mouse decks now? I don't know about cat type. I feel like I haven't seen any of those decks. You forgot to click that a while ago. Yeah, we streamed the cat tribal deck like right when Foundations came out. No turn 3 Overlord is nice. Now do I draw a card, or do I just play Beza? I guess maybe I should have decided that before I attacked, because this could get like Elspeth smited or something. Nope. I guess Beza does also draw a card, notably, so it's just probably better to play Beza. Lag seems better. I played a bit this afternoon. It's really bad. I've heard that the lag has been off and on today. I've been like, it feels like it. Moto is not like unplayably lagging. It just kind of stutters very briefly. Yeah, better to play the Beza because we have a like one here. So presuming we're gonna get like Sunfalled next turn or something. If I flicker this, does it get counters? Oh, that's kind of cool. I don't know if it'll really come up. But it will flicker into a 4-5, and then Parting Gust will make it a 5-6. Yeah, if I have 5... Oh, is it 5 untapped lands? Yeah, that's how it works. So you need, like, 7 lands to do that? Probably not happening. Sneak a Johnny and Broadside into my PT deck. That would certainly help my win rate. Playing Overlord. We'll see if we get Leyline Binding to this combat step, I guess. Is Dog in there already? Yeah, she's running around. She's not nestled into her little bed. This is binding my Beza. I think I just play another Beza. I shouldn't have played my land then. I missed out on a treasure token. Forgot that they were everywhere-ing. We could also just Impending Overlord instead. It is both 4 damage. Impending Overlord seems fine. Could have gusted it too. Yeah, but like that's feels like kind of inefficient use of my mana. I could like gust into Enduring Innocence, I guess. Perfect. Sunfall, sure. Kind of what we expected. Nothing we can really do about it. I guess I'd rather play Overlord on empty board than Beza. Maybe that's something I should have considered. Now I get a variety of things out of my Beza, but mostly just it's like just a treasure and a card. Caretaker's Talon doesn't do anything. Enduring Innocence is pretty bad. Sure. Zer's not that bad for me. I'm kind of torn if I should like. Hopefully, if they just like double animate, we can like get our own Sunfall or something. There's no way they double animate, right? This seems like kind of psychotic. I mean, I guess they gain 11 life, which is a pretty big deal, and they still have 6 cards in hand, so I'm probably just losing anyway. Am I supposed to Parting Gust to prevent 11 life? That's probably actually what I'm supposed to do, huh? Parting Gust into Sunfall? can't block either of these anyway. I guess I could save some Gust Beza after blocks to get a card plus save 5 life. Block with Beza and flicker it. I feel like that's just not winning, though. I get a Beza active trigger off of killing the Leyline Binding anyway. I have 2 Sunfalls in my hand, so I really want to cast a Sunfall. I think I just kill the Zur. Just a matter of if I block, I make a smaller incubator. I don't think my life total matters that much. No, I guess if I don't block, I get to attack here, so I don't wanna block. I guess I could flicker the Zur and not give them. I guess, no, the fish doesn't matter. We'd get fish tokens too. Oh, if we like blocked and flickered, I don't think that matters, right? I think them not gaining 11 is very big. Even them gaining 5, like they're at 6 life right now. Overlord of the blue one. Are they impending it? It's kind of terrifying. I guess they're like digging for something better than, I don't know. Casting a 5/3 seems pretty good. Overlord of the catalog. I play like pretty frequently with both the white and the black overlords. I can't name a single one. Overlord of the X color. They discard a split up. Alright. Terrifying. I guess that's mostly fine. Wood something for the green one. So I could flip this incubator with the treasure, technically. All it would do is attack into their incubator, which is probably not great. What am I likely doing this turn? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana, so I could, like, Enduring Innocence, Caretaker's Talent, copy the treasure token. Doesn't trigger Innocence is kind of terrible. We're getting an Overlord, though. They have 6 mana. Everything sucks. I could just, like, pump up Caretaker's Talent. We need 8 mana to, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can't level up all the way unless we, like, don't flip the incubator, which means leveling up all the way wouldn't do anything. Kitty, cut it out. Come on. Get out of there. Get out of the closet. So I don't think we're attacking this turn. Which means we just untap. Copying this gives me a 0/0, right? I feel like this situation has come up enough times where I should know this. If I flip, you can clone the incubator with chapter 2. Wouldn't the flip just make it a 0/0? Oh, which draws a card off Innocence, I guess. Would it copy the back? Would it make a copy of the back half? I don't actually. Well, we drew Fountain Port, which is pretty good with my other stuff, so that's nice at least. Now, how do I sequence this? I think I want Talent in play more than Enduring Innocence, because Talent can threaten the Lord. Although they could have just found like a Get Lost or something. It would copy the back half and then just make a 0/0 and trigger the Innocence and the Talent. But now we can copy fish tokens instead. Is it Talent? Sorcery, speed, fish token, make copy of fish token. Feels like I'm committing too much. Given that this Overlord's coming off of suspend here, I don't want to overcommit. So I'd rather hold up the Fountain Port so I can add power to the board. Suppose I'd have 8 mana then. That means it's talent. That means I think I want Enduring Innocence plus hold up Fountain Port here. Innocence make a fit. Yeah, because I'll have 8 mana the following turn. And this board is just going to be massive and demand an answer immediately anyway. So we just get an Overlord. I could easily have like a Get Lost or something for it. Doesn't talent plus fish draw the same amount of cards and be less exposed to Sunfall? It's approximately as exposed to Sunfall. It also like doesn't. We're not getting Sunfall on like a board of just. We could get Sunfall on a board of just Overlord of the Mistborn, but it doesn't induce the Wrath really. It puts a little bit more power on board. It threatens a more proactive lethal. This is kind of fine. Get the other half of Enduring Innocence here. Sure. Opponents cast 4 Wraths this game. No, they discarded one of the Wraths. They've only Wrathed me 3 times. Do I flip the guy now? Fish. I don't think I'm just slamming Caretaker and leveling it all the way up here, am I? Oh, they're doing something. My thing! I think that's kind of fine by me, honestly. I could just force them to chump block with the Incubator if they don't have another removal spell here, and put them to like 3, and have another 3/3 fish back, which means we probably get Sunfalled though, but... Can I flip without using the treasure token though? If my mana is just going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 exactly, then I don't need to flip with... Oh no, then I do need to flip with this mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then yeah. Yeah. Oh, I guess I do also have maps. That is true. It is a little bit dangerous to attack with like a 3/3 into this potentially. Although they can't have a removal spell plus flip Incubator. Or it's not likely that they do at least. I could also roll the dice on this guy, try to put them to 1 here, and be able to hold up another fish token, and then because we threaten like massive swing with Caretaker's Talent after that. This is tough. They've cast so many Wraths this game though. Board demands a Wrath already. Yeah, but... But, like, what do you mean? You mean that, like, we should hold up Fountain Port instead of ulting, then? Just hit them for 1 and hold up a fish? That's pretty obnoxious. Hey, their beans are gone. That's not nothing. We were kind of out-carding them. Uh-oh. Zur. Never mind. I guess we just get to untap and they'll gain 5 life, but we'll untap and Sunfall it. Has there ever been a standard format with more simultaneously playable Wrath of Gods? So many Wraths have been cast this game. Ooh, we could also shoot... Oh, wait. All of my things I got exiled are tokens. There's no reason to shoot that. Right. Alright, well... Goodbye. They really have negate here? Oh, they're animating the lockdown. That's kind of funny. So the lockdown gets blown up and they draw 2 cards. I can't do anything with my, like, get lost here, right? Yeah, that is kind of amusing. Fair enough. But we're also, like, drawing a million cards, so... Oh, we get to draw a card off of our Caretaker's Talent. Because of the Incubator. Nice. We just pass the turn, hold up Fish. That, I think holding up Fish threatens lethal? Binding my talent. Sure. I guess we are at 6 life. Should be a little worried, huh? I suppose I could have, like, get losted this. Probably not wise. But my hand is 2 more Caretaker's Talents, especially. Yeah, probably want to, yeah, I'm probably gonna die. I haven't played a single white Overlord yet, either. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Get lost, Caretaker's Talent, make a thing, level up Caretaker's Talent. I guess I actually don't draw cards if I level up Caretaker's Talent, huh? Could Sunfall the Overlord instead? Is that better than Get Losting it? I guess Get Lost is an instant. Caretakers, it doesn't... We just die to 3rd Zur if we tap out. I guess we're not tapped out. We have 10 mana. It's probably kind of fine. Although I guess holding up a Get Lost doesn't beat Zur anyway. Because the Leyline Binding will have Hexproof. We would need to hold up double Get Lost. Could just say go here. Not level up Caretaker's Talent. Could we play double talent? That doesn't hold up Fish, though, is the issue, because I'm going to have to get lost this. I think we just say go. I guess we could, like, hit the binding in response to those, right? But then, yeah, that would work. We could, like, Caretaker's Talent into Sunfall, hold up the get lost on the binding in response to a Zur. I'm in dire need of a Jace the Perfected Mind. Would that help me? I don't know the text on that card enough to, like, to know if that would get me out of this bind. Time for White Overlord finally. The first of many. There he is. I guess I just make a treasure token then? Still draw a card, don't take a damage, gives me more mana. They reveal Overlord of the Flood Pits. They decide to leave Overlord of the Flood Pits on top. Sure. Sure. This doesn't seem very helpful, huh? I mean, it's a land. Alright. Caretaker's Talent into Sunfall, I guess? I haven't done the math on if I can do all this. But I assume I can. I assume we're representing lethal here. Zur. This isn't lethal because we can kill the Leyline bind. Oh no. Okay, this is the Overlord, sure. I think Carrot Cake can be the Zur top. Yeah, maybe I was supposed to play the cake, huh? I was really trying to set up lethal. This gets Zur, presumably. They're not going to cast the Zur? Interesting. I do have lethal here, I think. I'm not assuming that my opponent has literal nothing, which seems like a tall order. Given that they've cast one Get Lost and have 21 cards left in their deck. How do we navigate this one, huh? Do we let him chump block? Excited to deck opponent this game before timing out in game 3. Shh, is fine. We'll be fine. So like this is like second Leyline binding they're trying to set up. So we just want like blockers, I guess. So do we not go for lethal here? I just hard cast Overlord of the Mistmoors, get Wrathed a 4th time. I could play Beza. Just play Carrot Cake. God, this is hard. I think I want to like try to set up a lethal that can push through a bunch of stuff. I also kind of want to gain life. Maybe it's this. I guess maybe I should Carrot Cake first. I don't even know what I get here. Apparently I get a treasure token. Yo, Dust Animus? Huge. I think this is probably fine. Can't imagine I want that. Yeah, there's the Leyline Binding we expected. Sure. They're trying to, like, wrath me here. Oh, wait. I gotta kill this thing, don't I? I guess it... Yeah, I'd probably have to kill this thing, huh? And they're just gonna wrath me and I'm gonna lose? Fuck. Kind of forgot that this thing existed. Do I just take this? If they wrath me, maybe I still get to win. I'll let it attack. We'll certainly time out for game 3. It's if we get there, it's fine. Remove Silver blocker or post wrath. Yeah. Probably. I kind of forgot because like one of my plans was play the Overlord of the Mistmourge, so I was like, oh, I could just block this Overlord of the Floodpits. It's fine. And then I ended up taking a different route. Oh, that's kind of obnoxious, huh? White Overlord? Guess we need to find a third Sunfall. Oh no, they suspended it. That makes sense. Because now they're just going to try to kill lethal me. So now we just try our best to clear blockers and go for lethal here, which means make the maximum amount of things that I can this turn, which I guess is only 2, right? Oops. I'm 1 off of being able to make a third thing. I could scry. I guess not wasting or using a treasure token. Not using treasure tokens here is fine. Make a second thing. I just don't really want this. Another Caretaker's Talent. So we draw our cards. Which I guess the best way to do that is this. Destroy Evil does not work on insect tokens. Are we just dead? Do I want to concede because I have 5 minutes? Don't actually think we're just dead. I assume I have 5 lands untapped. So I have to level up twice if I want to force a chump block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. So it's... Oh no, that actually does not work out the way I want it to. I think I'm just gonna die here, so we should just concede and move on with my life. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So play Carrot Cake. Hold up. Destroy Evil, Get Lost. Maybe gets me somewhere out of here. Oh no, I wanted flyers. Shoot. Dang. I goofed that up a little bit. Yeah, whatever. Sunfall and Deserter, sure. Sunfall and Deserter with 11 trillion mana. Fair enough, huh? I think we still might be alive here. Is that accurate? 1, 2, 3, 4. Animate. Can I kill and or block everything? Kill this. Get lost this. Animate chump block. I'm done thinking about this game. I'm throwing in the towel. I don't want to think about this game anymore. Why did I sign up for this? I came into the stream really low energy, and then we just play like the fucking most mind-breaking matchup. It's just like, why? Just let me like coast. Let me play against like Mono Red. Yeah, we were just timed out game 3. It doesn't actually matter. It's good to like go through the motions, right? Because the actual outcome of the game doesn't matter as much as the learning experience of like what you're supposed to do in certain situations does. So like I don't particularly care that we would have like timed out in game 3 or whatever. That was round 1, yeah. Someone remind me to do the giveaway. We got our codes a little late this month. And this is only the second stream of the week. My learning experience would just be, I ain't doing this shit. Yeah, I mean, my learning experience is, I'm not gonna, we'll just dodge that matchup. It's fine. That is literally the plan when you play this deck, is like you just don't want your opponent casting up the beanstalk. That's just like every fucking standard deck though. Is just like, well, I hope my opponent doesn't have like X card in their deck because nothing beats everything. Well, I mean, I guess that's the sign of a healthy format, right? That's a bad way to put that. It's just like a little bit more frustrating when it's just like, well, my plan is hope to dodge this X like for relatively popular matchup. Because I like have no recourse. I don't really have a plan to beat it, even if I wanted to. Am I supposed to keep his hands? It's fine. They'll be on mono red. That's what I said, right? My brain is honestly fried. I almost canceled the stream today. I need to play some like not standard for a few weeks. Good luck to you, Emperor. That was a problem with Pioneer for like 2 years. Yeah, I get it. Yes! We did it! We found a... This isn't like mono red, because this card isn't a thing, but... I don't think I'm supposed to lay down arms this. I feel like I'm supposed to Elspeth smite it. Moon Stompy stream then, who needs a brain for real? Are you main decking Elspeth Smite? Look, times are hard, Bob. You don't get it. It's just like a pretty clean removal spell. Smote. They can like hexproof it. I don't really care. Smote? Smited? Smitten? That's probably not right. Smote? Sure. That doesn't work how you think it does, right? That really doesn't work how you think it does, right? Yeah. My guy Exile. That is absolutely not how that works. Brock blew it. this might have been time for the damage step smooth. Never mind, Shurikat. Oh, we drew Beza. Oh, well, too bad we're at 20 life. Unlucky. Well, for real though, what did I get blown out there by doing that in combat? That seems terrifying. Maybe I should have saved my instant speed removal spell. Boy, I sure wish I could gain 4 life this turn. Double Monstrous Rage. Doesn't that not even work? Because the second one doesn't give the power buff? It would just get like +5/+1 or whatever. Snakeskin Veil? Yeah, but like I think I'm fine with trading for a Snakeskin Veil because I'm gonna trade for a Snakeskin Veil at some point. Yeah, it's not gonna get pumped or anything. I guess I just hold up, make a fish, and hope my opponent doesn't kill. Well, they you know, they mind rotted themselves, so I don't think I'm gonna die here. Night, Jarvis. Chat, thank you for keeping me company today. My brain is so fried on standard. I can't do it. I can't just like play standard leagues. It's so miserable. I'm not built for standard gaming. That resolves. Deal me like 1 point of damage. Come on. Wait, no, I can deal myself 1 point of damage. I'm a genius. All according to plan. This is all part of the plan. Do I even want to play Beza here? I don't want to lay down arms this thing. Because I want to lay down arms this thing, because it seems really fucking terrifying. I guess I could Sunfall it later. If I really need to. Just play PoE2. What could go wrong? I should. I wanted to finish watching anime. I had 3 episodes for this. But instead I'm here, playing fucking standard. Alright, lock in at least a little bit, huh? We could Caretaker's Talent, double up fish, lay down arms this. If we get slick shotted, we can just Sunfall. You went to Sonic 3 instead of playing Magic Knight. Good move, good move. Sonic 3 is really good. I say that as a huge Sonic Adventure 2 fanboy, though, so. Yeah, let's take care of some talent. Maybe I do want to just hit this mouse. It's pretty scary. I guess it's not that scary because it can't give itself double strike and trample, and we'll have like 2 guys. If we get like burst lightning, I'll lay down arms it for sure. I just want to start drawing cards. It does help me like dig for a get lost too, potentially. Like we want to try to find an instant speed answer to this slick shot if we can. I just wish the rocket was still at the pyramid. Yeah, there are a couple of things. And you missed from Sonic Adventure 2. Alright, I would like to level this up. Would you allow me to draw a card? I would also be okay trading with it for a burst lightning, honestly. Alright, this is acceptable. How bad could it be? Well, leaving them with a Manifold Mouse and a Slick Shot can't be good for me, huh? I'm gonna kill it. Or at least get a Snakeskin Veil out of their hand. And then Sunfall them. Hit him! Beat down on fish. I really wish in the Sonic movie they referenced the what is the line? The "I'll make you eat those words" where Sonic like fully interrupts Shadow. Famously memeable scene. Lay down arms, making sure you have less life than the opponent. Yeah, see, we're thinking 3 steps ahead here. faker. You're not even good enough to be my fake. Yes, that's it. That's the stuff. I also wish they could have fought a giant space brontosaurus, but like that one wasn't happening. Enduring Innocence doesn't. I can't make a guy afterwards. Is it just time for Beza now? I'm just like kind of a little scared of this slick shot show off. Like eventually my opponent's gonna draw enough cards, so I want to draw cards too. But I guess the only way I draw cards is by passing with Fountain Port this turn. It's actually the only way I draw any cards. I just like make a treasure token. Alien retcon thing. I mean, the alien's not a retcon thing, right? Shadow's dad is an alien, canonically. Gain life, add power, turn sideways. I'm not turning anything sideways. I've got 1/1 fish versus a 1/2. Gain 4 life, make my 4/5 hit him. Just need to start hitting him. That's a way to end this game. And my suffering. I assumed it was a 1/1. You'd think that a mouse would be a 1/1. You'd think that this mouse could not beat a full human in one-on-one combat. You would be wrong. Now, beating a fish in one-on-one combat makes sense. Beza doesn't... I think someone said that in a previous stream. Yeah, Beza should give you clock if you're down. Plus 1 minute. Next turn, I don't know. I mean, Enduring Innocence, make a thing, whatever. It might have been you a second time, yeah. Honestly, it was a good joke. It deserves to be told a second time for people that didn't hear it. It's very funny. If my opponent casts Slick Shot and like doesn't kill me, do I just have to Sunfall? I mean, I guess I draw a card and I get like a 5/5, which seems pretty good. And I can flip it because I'll have 7 mana. Seems fine. Probably not Sunfalling until the Slick Shot comes out of plotting. This is a matchup for that Sand guy. I liked the Sand guy because he's a good shape versus all the like little piddler flyers, but it is technically a Sand guy. Dust Animus. It's from the fucking Cowboy set. It might as well be Sand. Oh no, my opponent has assembled their card draw engine. By attacking for 10. Yeah, I mean, killing them is... What does this mean? This means, like, plus X plus O's. Could be, like, the easiest one is the stupid trample one, which really sucks. It could also be the third turn inside out. I guess I just put a fish token in front of this to force the action, but probably don't put Beza in front of it. Because then it just eats the Beza and the fish. I think this is fine. Don't really care that much about taking like 9 or whatever. It is very scary though for future turns. It's not great for me. Do I have to Sunfall this? Oh, I always forget this thing has fucking prowess too. I just assume it's like get a counter and do the thing on the Valiant, but no, it just has like prowess. I think Black Doom is his literal father, but I meant the counter. Yeah, I guess I don't actually know that. I think he like Black Doom supplied its DNA, and then that's how they made Shadow or something. So I guess yeah, he didn't come from a meteor. He was like grown in a test tube still. If you're gonna Sunfall versus Rage, you want to put Beza in front, take less damage. Beza still dies. This all makes sense. Seems above board. I don't really want my opponent drawing more cards is an issue here. Means I kind of do want to Sunfall. I'm just gonna get KO'd by the Slick Shot, but we have like one tap with Beza. Hopefully we'll find a fucking... I guess we attack, huh? Yeah, I don't think I can just afford to sit here and let my opponent draw out of this. But yeah, you're probably right. Yeah. Draw a card, get lost. Ooh. I think that's worse than flipping Incubator this turn. Maybe not. Because I would like to crack this, is the thing. So if next turn's like Beza plus Carrot Cake, I'd rather be cracking the Carrot Cake and getting an additional 3 on top of that. But this also like bluffs Get Lost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana, so we cannot crack the Carrot Cake the following turn. Flip the Incubator. Better against like haste guys. Besides the Slick Shot. I don't know if that matters. It also is better at killing them. Slick Shot 3 cards isn't likely to dead me from 12. It's pretty close, right? Like just a Monstrous Rage puts me to like not a lot. Well, Luenell. Well, Luenell. What were we saying? Hey, I guess I'm going to 1 here, not 0. As it currently stands. Burst Lightning. Oh, that's pretty bad for me, huh? If only I could, like, crack a Carrot Cake to gain 1 life in this sort of position, huh? I suppose I could just play Enduring Innocence and I'm not dead to it. Oh, where's that? Well, I can't attack, which makes this kind of awkward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hey, a land. Would you look at that? Wait. Alright, my opponent is at no cards in hand. I think we gotta play the Carrot Cake, so we just want to get... We can gain more life, though, next turn, right? Because we hit the land drop, so we can, like, Beza plus Carrot Cake plus thing. So we do actually want to flip this. Blocks better if they top deck the 2/2. Son of a bitch. Maybe if I had played the Carrot Cake last turn and been able to gain 3 life there, huh? Oh, well. Played that pretty badly, I think. It's a weird matchup. Like this, I haven't seen, like, actual factual Giant Growth in those lists before. I kind of do want Dust Animus, if not just for Slick Shot show off. All these cards seem pretty decent. Probably just want to gut the big half of the deck. I really just hate Get Lost in these matchups. Shave Sunfall because it costs 100 mana. Shave. Am I allowed to shave Get Lost? Or shave another Sunfall? Sunfall was notably good there. But also Sunfall generally not that great against the Giant Growth. Wait, these Elspeth Smudge still in here. What the fuck? Are these guys in here? Do we do this? Shave a Caretaker's Talent? I was told I'm never supposed to do this, but it feels like a matchup where you're just like, not. This isn't really in the cards. Nobody Elspeth Smite is a little awkward now that I know my opponent has literal Giant Growth in their deck. Definitely makes the, like, end of combat Elspeth Smite a much more real line. Alright. I'll keep and then miss my 3rd land and then O2 drop and then just go to bed instead of playing more. We get a Scry towards the land drop too, although probably not, because we're probably gonna have to lay down arms, I think, on turn 1, huh? Or on turn 2. was that thing that I said? I certainly don't regret saying that I was never going to hit a land. Deal. Take two. Holy shit, we did it. Upkeep stop? I don't know if that's accurate, because I think I would have rather laid down... If I missed on the land, I think I still need to, like, lay down arms this. But then we just, like, Luxact, so we're totally fine. Oh, we can't lay down arms, though. We land one planes. Never mind, Luxact. Easy peasy. Crack this carrot cake. Probably. Especially if they put another thing into play. It'd be nice to, like, find other planes and lay down arms plus Enduring Innocence or something. Or Caretaker's Talent level up even. Awkward thing is if we crack the cake, we don't have any Enduring Innocence enablers. I guess we have the Talent. And we have the Fountain Port. Yeah, that's probably fine. We just want to hit more land drops here. We don't hit the land drop, just play Innocence and go. Because it gains life. Alright. Mostly you wanted the option to assess rather than being forced to. Yeah, once we talked about it and I realized that I couldn't actually cast lay down arms, it makes a lot of sense to crack upkeep. And I should have done it. Absolutely. It does make my range of draw steps a tiny bit worse, though, because you can't draw, like, another Fountain Port or something. Although, I guess it doesn't matter, because you still can't lay down arms in that situation. Deal. Time for the sheep. Gust, we have Activate Fountain Port, we have Caretaker's Talent level up. Got a lot of options. It's a lot of Emberheart challengers. Do I block this? I think I do. Maybe I don't. There's like very clearly any pump, like any trample spell. I guess it just gives them a reason to Valiant. Although the Valiant this turn isn't actually important. The Valiant next turn is the important one. It would tap them out, so we could like Parting Gust it, but because they already hit the land drop here, so the Valiant wouldn't actually do anything. I don't think I actually block this. I think I'd probably just hold up Parting Gust next turn though. Do I attack with all the rabbits? There are 23s, like probably not. Just leave one rabbit back to force a trample spell. Feels like they're pretty incentivized to just gun it next turn though. No, well, never mind. Oh, well, never mind. Kill all their shit. If 3 cards left in hand, that is kind of a lot. I kind of don't care that much about this mouse. This mouse, I guess. This Heartfire Hero, at least right now. So I could just... Surely our 2 draws will find a plains. You want a Caretaker's Talent level up? That feels so greedy here. God. It's... I get it. I get it. We're probably not dead. And if we are, we're one game closer to not streaming today. We're super happy if we just lay down. I mean, we can lay down arms and Parting Gust this turn, so it's like not the end of the world, right? We just get to like kill all their shit. But they still have 3 cards in hand, so how good is killing all their shit? 17. Yeah, I mean they killed. I guess they had a Slick Shot show off, which is much easier at killing you from like 17 or whatever. Alright, chat, you've twisted my arm. Sounds like a great way to die with 2 removal spells in hand. No, it's just that easy, chat. It's just that easy. You'd like to attack? Yeah. I think I just attack with the Enduring Essence. Maybe 1 rabbit token. Just damage probably isn't going to matter. My life gain definitely matters. Yeah. Kill this fucking thing. Get out of here. I don't know what Caretaker's Talent does, but I assume it's good. Yeah, it's Divination this turn. This is fine. Unrelated to anything here, I saw someone got to run Doom in a PDF. I feel like I did see that too recently. Gives us 6 power next turn. Oh, that's true, yeah. I mean, I don't think we're ulting the Caretaker's Talent next turn in the face of my opponent with their Heartfire Hero and 4 cards in hand, and we have a removal spell and another Caretaker's Talent left over. But, like, am I really gonna double block this? No, because, like, they're almost guaranteed that they have, like, a stupid trample thing in hand. So, yeah, it's probably right to attack with 1, both, maybe? Can we level with Gust up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Draw land, I guess. 9, 10, 11. Actually would be 2-turn lethal, technically, if I had attacked with these rabbit tokens. They're unable to deal me 19 before the deal. I mean, they could, with the Parting Gust in hand, the math definitely changes a little bit, but, like, they could have just, like, plot Slick Shot, or just, like, Slick Shot hit me or whatever, hold up Snakeskin Veil, untap, Giant Growth, Monstrous Rage, whatever. I assume that's, like, close to 19. Yeah, they're literal Giant Growth in this deck. We got Slick Shotted in game 1. Blogging this doesn't seem very good, huh? They just absolutely have it. I'm just gonna take it. The old no attacks, no blocks. We can run the gambit of drawing off Psychedelic to cast our removal spell. We'll just hit. We hit the last 2 times. We're just gonna, like, die. They're just gonna, like, throw it at me. Or are they just, like, getting their Valiant trigger in and their free chip damage? I guess that's fine. We're also, like, still gaining a bunch of life. A bunch. 2 life. Excuse me. We'll just draw. I don't know. What do I even want to draw here? Get Lost? Not really. That one's not bad. It's a little bad, huh? Because we don't get to hold up Parting Gust again. It's just gain 4. I mean, it's gain 4 and put a giant thing into play, which is nice. Doesn't draw me any cards. I have too many guys. Parting Gust the Basalator. Sick value. Seems less... Yeah, it definitely seems less necessary this time, but it is technically possible, but I'm not super keen on it. I kind of want to just... You're back on drawing 2 cards? You're gonna get me killed, Luenol. I'm gonna die. I'm absolutely gonna fucking die. It is draw 3 now. That's even better. Alright, alright, alright. Chat twisted my arm once again. We gotta draw 3 cards. Fine. We can't resist the allure of cards in our hand. Burst lightning? Nope. Alright, deal. Hit, hit, hit. Hey, it's a removal spell. It's not a super good one versus either of these cards, but it's a consolation prize. Hit him. Which, I mean, I don't even know if I really take it. It's a pretty, like, Get Lost is pretty rough here. Like, Get Lost either of these, it's just gonna blow up. I'm just gonna start putting rabbit tokens in front of this shit for sure now. Just Get Lost a rabbit to draw to. Ooh, tempting. So if I like, do I like double block both of these maybe? And then Get Lost the Heartfire Hero in response to a pump spell and hope they don't have Snakeskin Veil. And if they do have Snakeskin Veil, it's not the end of the world. Because the Heartfire Hero doesn't die and explode. It just will become like a 6... It's 3/3 plus 3+1 plus 1, like 7 power. It's like still not the end of the world. This feels okay to me. And then Get Lost, the Heartfire Hero, in response to the first pump spell. Oh, no, I counted it right. They didn't have Trample as well. Yeah, well, presumably they have the stupid thing in hand. The stupid +3/+1 thing. Does the other thing give Trample? The +3/+0 and Manifest Dread when it dies? I don't think that gave Trample, did it? It doesn't? Yeah, just +3/+0 and makes it 2/2. Plus, if all my rabbits die, then my Beza could potentially make a thing. All according to plan. Yeah, this is what we expected. Hey, we did it! Look at that! No hexproof thingies here. All according to plan. Wow, I really hate Get Lost, huh? Wonder you're supposed to let that resolve and see if they pump again. That seems ill-advised. Lunel just with the greediest fucking line every turn. I think we just are fine not trading for 2 pump spells. I think I'm good. I'm gonna take my win on the exchange. Beza plus Gust up the next turn. Yeah. Or just like go to damage on the pumps. I don't know. This seems Growth plus Veil. I didn't do the math. I still don't think we're dead there. Growth plus Veil is like kind of fine. We take like 9 or whatever, and then we just have Beza Gust. I can stare at these Sunfalls a little bit and think about them, and then not board them back in because they cost 100 mana. I actually like vaguely hate these Authority of the Consuls here. They're probably good enough. I like them for Slickshot Show Off specifically. The Infect Conundrum you alluded to at the end of Combat Smite. Yeah. I guess. Authority is much better against the decks that are on the Forge sideboard plan, but most of these decks aren't on the Forge sideboard plan anymore. But you never know. Most decks aren't playing Giant Growth either. Keep my hand of no removal spells. Versus Mono Red? Oh, I mean, it's a split up. And a Beza. And a 2/3 block. Seems fine. One. Yeah, well, I only have 1 in right now. But I don't have strong opinions on it. 4 seems like it'd be. You couldn't play that many in the laydown arms deck. 4 sounds like a lot. But I mean, I guess it is nice. It lines up pretty well versus like Esper and stuff. But you could like potentially cut down on some of the tap land the Sunken Citadels, but I really like the Sunken Citadels in the matchups where you're activating Fountain Port. But it's tough. Can't fit in all the flex lands in my mono white deck. I've never had that problem before. Maybe we get lost this mouse now instead of casting my vanilla 2/3. That is not vanilla, it's got flying. It can block a slick shot. That's why it's in the deck. Oh. Seems okay for me. I kind of want to just cast my 2/3 and then like block and eat a pump spell and then split up. Is that better than Get Losting? I like having Get Lost as leftovers post Wrath, but my 2/3 kind of sucks. But try and blast zones sounds kind of sick. Sounds like kind of nice versus the Pixie deck, huh? The problem with casting Dust Animus and blocking is that I really don't want my opponent to cast their spells on either of these things. Because I don't want them, like, drawing cards, and I don't want me taking more damage upon casting Split Up. I could always just... Yeah, Dust Animus does not seem exciting to cast here. But, like, Get Lost is also not very exciting to cast. When am I going to cast this Get Lost? Never? I could just plot it. Yeah. I could hold up Get Lost and then just not cast it. As my opponent, like, holds up spells, and if they go all in, I just fire off the Get Lost. That's maybe better than plotting Dust Animus. Yeah, I think leave up Get Lost to hope not to cast it is a pretty reasonable plan. Or hope to cast it after they, like, don't play third land and go, like, double, like, Monstrous Rage, whatever. Plot Dust Animus, bait them into... Well, they wouldn't, like, add more to the... Also, adding more to the board isn't good for me, because we have a split up, so it's not even a very good Wrath. I guess we could also potentially get lost an untapped creature if they just play a third thing, which is kind of nice. If they play a third thing that doesn't have haste. Get lost that and split up to have a clean board for a Beza. Are you willing to get lost if they just attack and pass? I am not going to cast Get Lost if they just attack pass. I will just untap and cast split up. I think I'm just going to let this happen to me. It's kind of a lot of damage. Thornspire Verge. Man, they hit the land. Unlucky. Do I have to cast on the second pump spell? Well, they're going to pump the Heartfire Hero now. Which makes sense. I feel like gaining 6 life off of Get Lost is pretty nice. No? Alright. Interesting. Destroy all tapped creatures. Guess they could pump the Heartfire Hero for burn, but that seems worse than just having cast one. We do go to 9. We're tapped out. Could die to thing. Probably not die to that. Could. Giant Growth kills me, I think. They're going so fast. Hey, not dead. Dead. Alright, well, we tried our best, chat. Maybe we should have gained 6. This league is going to take so long. I'm inching more and more likely to just ending the stream early, I'm going to be honest. My energy is just plummeting. I just don't have energy. Told by local gamers this matchup is, quote, unlosable. It's very good, yeah. I think we should have won game 1. But yeah, I think all games are certainly losable. I think that variation of I don't know if that variation of like red is actually better or worse for me than like the more stock red green stuff. If we play against domain, if this is actually a second domain player, where the stream is ending. I'm sorry. I'm not actually sorry. If my opponent casts Overlord, the stream is over. My opponent goes beans into green Overlord. I will do a play point giveaway and turn off the stream and come back next week with a different format. Oh, thank God. I thought about not keeping this hand also. It doesn't have a game plan. It's got removal spells and creatures. That's the whole game plan. It doesn't have our card advantage cards, which is unexciting. Is there anything worse in Magic than casting Get Lost at any point in any game ever? I'm uncertain. I truly hate this card so much. I just never want to put this card on the stack. It's so goddamn awful. Yeah, don't attack. Be psyched out. I have something. Don't worry. Like, what am I doing here? I mean, I kept this hand. This is my own fault. But, like, how am I, like, why? I hate the game. Get Lost, chat. This card sucks so fucking bad. Draw something. Hey, look at that. We drew a good card. Nice. Fuck yeah. Get him. Honestly, it's impressed how they managed to make a 4 for removal spell so miserable to kill. Yeah, like, it's so barely playable in standard that it's just awful. You should not play the mono. I probably should play the Pixie deck instead. I just wanted to like play a little bit of mono white instead. Ninjutsu the other thing. I guess we're Get Losting, huh? But like this you play the Get Lost in like all the fucking white decks too. Hey, fuck yeah, with your carrot cake. What am I doing next turn? I think I want removal spells. This is a very expensive removal spell against a deck that isn't going to have more than like 2 creatures in play. Pixie is basically D&T. I think this deck's closer to D&T than Pixie is. Just like mono white creatures and removal spells with like an incredibly egregious like end game inevitability plan. Hey, we did it! Look at that. Hand was perfect. Bunch of draft chef that randomly kills you. I do like the Pixie deck a lot, yeah. I'm closer to playing the Pixie deck than I am playing this deck, but I just like wasn't vibing with anything tonight. So my opponent played all blue-black lands. They're much more likely to be the blue-black Pixie-less Pixie deck, whatever we want to call it. I hate the name Self-Bounce. They could have been Manuscript, that's why they conceded too, yeah. That's not unreasonable. We didn't really see it. I also don't know how much it actually affects my decision either way. I guess Dust Animus is worse versus the non-Pixie versions. Did they miss land 3? Yeah, they went Thing into Thing Nightmare, or Thing into Nightmare into the Thing again. And then they hit the Kaito after I played Enduring Innocence. Are these cards any good? Doesn't really feel like it. I don't really want to blow up their enchantments. They're all 1 mana and have ETBs. These cards any good? These cards any... You have literally 0 good cards versus Pixie. That sounds about right. I think versus like actual Pixie, I'd board this card in, just because you do want to gum up the air from like little shitters a little bit. You shave on like Sunfalls. We have 2 Elspeth Smites in the deck and 2 Elspeth Smites not in the deck, which doesn't seem correct. Smite seems like fine. Yeah. In case they want to kill a talent so they can't... Yeah, it is kind of an inevitability. I mean, we can... Smite good against the 4-3? What's the 4-3? It's fine. We got there last time we kept a 2-lander. We'll get there this time. We keep a 2-lander. Oh, the blue thing. Yeah, that is true. It's only in the blue-black versions, though, not the Esper versions, right? Although we still don't know which version they're on. There we go. Alright, it's Esper Pixie. We did it. Pixie talent, play talent. Yep. The power level gap between Carrot Cake and Storm Chaser's talent is an ocean. Hey, look who won game 1. Look at us. We're gonna cast a 2-3? How do they beat this? Bang. Unbeatable. Impossible. There's no card in their deck that they could possibly have that could beat my Dust Animus. Yeah, we clearly won game 1 off Carrot Cake. Yes, exactly. You get it. Interesting. Well, I guess less interesting. That just kind of makes some sense. Weirdly frustrating matchup for Pixie. I have no idea how this matchup goes. I haven't played Mono White since like the Pixie deck really broke out. It does kind of make sense. Pixie's like not the most pressuring like aggro deck, and you can get outvalued by the Mono White deck. Seems pretty rough for me. Assuming they have a second thing to cast, it's pretty terrible for me. And if we don't draw another lane, it's pretty terrible for me. That's another thing to cast. Do we jump? Take 1,000,000. If we chump, we take 6, go to 6. We draw the land, we play Beza, we're totally fine. We don't chump, we go to 3. We draw the land, we play Beza. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 creatures versus 5 creatures. We're at 3 versus... Well, that seems less fine, honestly. No chump will get fish to chump? If they just, like, cast 2 spells afterwards, don't we just die? Die to the Pixie if we chump. I guess we die to the Pixie in, like, 2 turns. We gotta, like, get lost afterwards, after we go to 1. Chump. Block, block, block. We actually only have 3 blockers, huh? Well, it would be a 6 instead. Alrighty then. Maybe you want... Yeah, split up has to be better than like Sunfall in this matchup. Like, you do... The reason I'm going to lose games is to their aggressive starts, and I don't want to cast a 5-mana spell. For obvious reasons. Question is if I want the other Elspeth Smites over something. I like Overlord here, just making, like, little shitters. Could potentially see Smite over Split Up. Smite over Parting Gust? Parting Gust is a 2 mana, and all it really does is kill. Yeah, I think Smite's gonna be better than Parting Gust on average. Ugh. And seems exactly okay. Have our unbeatable card in our hand. That's a pretty scary card when I don't have any removal, huh? So there's an argument for not caking on 2, because we could potentially, like, Enduring Innocence on 3 and then, like, double cake on turn 4, presuming we find a land in the next 2 draw steps. But I think we get to Scry, notably, to find the 4th land or an answer to Optimistic Scavenger. We have a bunch of things that we want to be casting in these turns. Yeah, use your mana every turn. Yeah, that's kind of where I was going with that train. I'm casting a 3-drop next turn. I could, like, crack Carrot Cake and cast Elspeth Smite, but my hand of 3 drops, probably not. This Optimistic Scavenger is going to go a little crazy, which is kind of scary, but I think I might discard the Talent here. Is it Talent or Overlord? I guess it could be, like, second Enduring Innocence, but I think I'd rather cast these Innocences than this Talent, but maybe not. Maybe that's not the case. Then goes to a 2/2. Innocence comes with the board a little bit better. Talent is a 4-drop, notably, when you need it to be, so it fits into the curve a little bit better if we find the 4th land, but we also have Overlord as a 4-drop. I think I will actually ditch one of these. No blocks. Pixie. Cool. Kind of wish I had a second Enduring Innocence in my hand now, huh? It's fine, we'll find the untapped land too. I have faith. There's a world that I chump block this. If they cast like 2 enchantments, I'd probably just block with the rabbit. That's pretty bad for me. Well, I guess blocking with the rabbit is also pretty bad for me if my plan was to cast Caretaker's Talent, but now my plan is probably not to do that. Probably discarding Talent now, playing Innocence, not chump blocking. Maybe chump blocking. cards left in hand. Nah. Could Overlord here. I think I need to get my card draw stuff online. Fountain Port double Citadel could be nice. We could potentially like even like Carrot Cake plus activate Sunken Citadel. Been slowly discarding all my engine stuff, which is kind of scary if they manage to answer Enduring Innocence. It's not the easiest card to just clean answer though. Out of the Pixie deck. Another Optimistic Scavenger. That's pretty spooky. We make a lot of chump blockers though, and they're not putting the counters on. Stop bouncing my Enduring Innocence, please. Cut it out. Oh wait, this one was flying. That's how that works. Let me play my guy. Jesus. What do I discard now? Yeah, this is the type of start that I was talking about, like no removal plus like, this isn't even a relatively aggressive start, but it's like aggressive plus tempo-y, just tempo-y enough to be annoying. And if we just like had any of our removal spells for this first Optimistic Scavenger, it would be totally fine. Instead, this is happening to us. So I think we're chump blocking now. I think we are also going to start just drawing cards. We just have to ditch the Overlord. It's not going to do anything versus these things. Like making the Flyer is nice versus Optimistic Scavenger, but I think I would rather Enduring Innocence plus crack Carrot Cake to start. You don't want to discard the land? That seems so greedy. I think I want to discard Overlord here, so we can Enduring Innocence plus crack Carrot Cake. Start drawing cards back into this. Find some sort of like Wrath or removal spell. Also, this land is Fountain Port, notably, which is really good with this instance. Eventually. And now we'll chump block for 9 fucking life. That's pretty good, huh? Can I afford to do that next turn? Because I would really like to draw the card here, huh? We could like Carrot Cake Sorcery Speed and try to draw planes, right? Oh no, I played the Fountain Port this turn. Can't do that. Doing next turn is so risky. Yeah, that is true. They could pick up Nightmare again. The follow-up question would be like, yeah, I would Sorcerer Speed regardless, so I don't get like third. This town ain't big enough. I think I exile the Flyer and just try to chump block this Optimistic Scavenger every turn now. But yeah, I do agree with one card in hand versus an onboard Nightmare. It's probably pretty risky. I think we're just gonna do this. Please stop casting spells. Just like hard cast Kaito. What is this? What's happening to me? Yeah, there we go. Sure. I don't want to do this. I almost want to like leave them with the Kaito. No, that can't be right. This thing is just just gets jump blocked a bunch. This thing gets jump blocked a bunch and also surveils. It's just Get Lost plus Fountain Port or Carrot Cake this turn. It's actually really scary to like Fountain Port block as much as it would be more efficient, because if they haven't answered my token, then I just die. Yeah, worth caking first. We could draw a land, I think, then we get to have our cake and eat it too. No, we actually don't. But yeah. It's kind of a good one, I think. We just get lost the Kaito. Gain some more life. Carrot cake into carrot cake on top of Splinter Twin. Yeah, combo city. I will say Mockingbird is a really cool one in this deck. Or in their deck. Yeah, if we'd live this turn, I think we're looking pretty good. Alright. I discard my carrot cake, not the end of the world. Obviously, they're pretty inclined to want to make me want to discard because we kept the card on top, right? So the card in my hand's pretty good. Alright, so we're just dead at any point. Removal spell for the rest of the game. They didn't map token? Which is threatening. Ominous. But I guess we just have to activate Fountain Port here anyway. And might as well activate it at sorcery speed so we could draw like lay down arms or something. I don't think there's really anything that plays like I'm playing around by waiting to activate Fountain Point and then Fountain Point in the attack step to try to like block this through sorcery speed removal. So I will simply accept my fate and die to a great many cards in their deck. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please. Pretty please. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't kill me. Yes, just go to combat. Yep, just attack me. Yep. Just, yep. Declare block. Boom. Perfect. Not dead. Excellent. Pick up Hopeless Nightmare, make me discard Beza. Picking up, yeah, with Fear of Isolation. I almost didn't play my land, thinking about this. I probably shouldn't have, huh? Although, like, was I beating a 4/5 flyer, even gaining 4 life? Oh, never mind. All according to plan. Do I attack? If I attack, I just get to gain 2 life. Does that matter? I get to gain 2 life and, like, make 2 1/1s instead. Attack is free. I mean, it's not free, because if they don't block, then... I guess... Well, then I have to chump block with Beza, right? And that's horrible for me. They just never block, right? They're just never supposed to block. Yeah, I think the answer is that they just never ever block me. Especially, like, seeing the cards fresh in their mind. A very suspicious attack. They would just take 2. I would notably go to 5. If I draw, like, a land or another spell, I could make a Fountain Port thing or something else to go in front of the Scavenger, but I really don't want to chump block with Beza, I don't think. We're dead to so much, though. Alright, fine. 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 Let's do our giveaway so I can be free whenever I want to be. Where's my play points? That would explain the turn that they held up. They didn't crack the maps. They held up 2 mana, and then we like. I forget what we would cast that turn, but clearly not a 4-drop. Where are my play points? There they are. Play point codes. Have I given any of them out? What am I doing the giveaway? After this round, I think. Maybe during this round. I don't think I've done any giveaways because I don't think we had them last week in time for my stream. What was I doing last week? Last week I was playing Pixie. I don't think I did any. I guess let me check the last Twitch whisper that I sent. That code is not this code. Alright, cool. I haven't any giveaways. I only have 3 more. I have 2 more streams, including this one. I gotta do some other giveaways, huh? Maybe we'll give away 2 for some of them, or do some blue sky stuff. Anyway, let's do the giveaway right now while we're sitting here waiting. Exclamation point giveaway. Type. I don't know. Chat. Give me some good. Give me a good giveaway word. Get lost, carrot cake. Bob and cheese. That's a pretty good one. Not bad, not bad options. I feel like if I do Bob and cheese is gonna get confusing though. Beanstalk, gross. I don't want beanstalks. Hey, this hand has a plan. Why are you being 7 assists 6 today? My brain is just... My brain has been fried since before this the stream started. This is a horrible idea. Why did I stream? Perfect. Am I allowed to Elspeth smite this? Okay, I am. I don't think there are a ton of punishes, right? Because it depends on what iteration of mouse deck they're on. Could always be a end of combat smite if I'm really playing scared. I don't think there's anything for 1 mana. I'm gonna hit him. Smote. 2 mana mouse? Played the prowess thing. Is it the... Okay, sure. More Heartfire heroes. Mildly terrifying. Glad I spent my mana at least. Now we just like desperately want to get to Sunfall mana. Which means it's probably Caretaker's Talent. So we can Caretaker's Talent into Cake next turn. Make some jump blockers, gain some life, get to Sunfall. Jesus. One is beating the fuck down. I guess it's only like 5 damage actually. Not really the end of the world. Just gotta hit a couple more land drops here. I would really like an untapped land, huh? But like, beggars can't be choosers. Also, I just have to play the tap land here anyway and just jump block once. Just so I can guaranteed Sunfall. Yeah. Ugh. Good, more creatures. Good, good, yes. Well, that's kind of a scary one. guess the... Oh, this isn't scary at all. Yeah, this is like totally fine. We're taking like 5 here? 6? 7? 4, 5, 6, 7? Yeah. I guess we're at 8. They only have 1 card in hand, though. More removal. Good, good, good. Yeah, we did it. Look at that. Easy game. Give me a good brain turn off game like that. Cast spells on curve. Kill opponent. I guess we didn't actually cast any of our spells on curve besides Sunfall. Oh, no, we cast Talent on curve too. What was I doing? Cutting a bunch of Sunfalls and Overlords? This hand seems pretty medium. Every time I like don't want to play this deck, I play against like the mouse decks, and it's just playing a deck that has like a close mouse matchup even like doesn't feel very good. Having a actively good red matchup like seems like a good choice, but then like every time you play against a non-red deck, you just feel like you've made a horrible mistake with your life. Interesting. I'll hold up my spells here. I like my opponent not committing anything. Oh dang, they're committing things. Oh, I guess that's fair. Could just kill this right now, but Get Lost is the worst, I guess. Let's see what they hit first, huh? Mice and lizards. It's probably fine. They're pretty inclined to tap out this turn, then. They really want to cast the Manifold Mouse. Do I Gust that, then? Really want to cast and Get Lost, and like letting them just crack onto the Heartfire hero every turn seems pretty horrible. I do give them a fish, notably, which is also not great. I could like try to line up the Parting Gust into like the Sunfall turn specifically. Go like turn 3 Talent, turn 4 like Cake plus Gust, or Cake plus Crack. And they can't craft the map of this turn really because they really want to cast the Hired Claw. Maybe this is the Get Lost turn. Suppose they could protect it, huh? Could have a Snakeskin Veil on hand. That's probably also fine. Take 1. They play Claw. Change what I want to do at all? Probably not. Split up's a little bit awkward to sequence into attacking boards like this. It's always gonna like leave one guy behind. I think this is like a fairly safe tap out turn in terms of potential punishes. they're not like threatening that much on the current board state. Don't really want to split up one creature. Don't really want a Parting Gust that badly. Wow, they're just going in, huh? I suppose it's a good turn to go in. Yeah, double strikes log damage, huh? Go to 6. We're at 6. I think. I was wondering if I'm allowed to play around Snakeskin Veil or not. I don't think I am. Because if I play around Snakeskin Veil, I Parting Gust the Heartfire Hero right now. I guess I'm always casting Sunfall next turn, so I could technically like Parting Gust on my own end step and not give them a fish to attack me with, and then just always untap Sunfall. Probably just gonna like die. They still have 3 cards in hand, so we're probably just dead regardless. I suppose there's a world that I cast Split Up instead of Sunfall next turn. Not in the face of a Heartfire Hero, never mind. Yes. I'm supposed to just let this happen. I want them to like trample it or double. I want them to like double strike it. I don't think it's worth like removing an explore trigger. I don't want them to give like this thing trample or something. That's terrifying. Are we just dead? I'm taking like 3 here, guaranteed or not guaranteed, I guess. Put it on the Manifold Mouse here. We take 2 out of 4. We're close to dead. Could easily be dead. If they have land, we could go to 3 by pumping the Hired Claw. Oh, Soulstone, really bad for me. Go to 3 here, we're just dead to land in hand now. If they pump the Hired Claw this turn, which they probably should. Just deciding on whether to put it on the... Sure. Does this tank kill you? Wait, why didn't they put it on the Manifold Mouse? Wouldn't it have been lethal then? I think it doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure I'm dead here. Because I'm taking 1, 2, 3, going to 3. And I guess I'm only dead to land in hand. Amongst other things. We could actually split up now, though, and crack Carrot Cake. No, the Heartfire Hero is dead. And then what, we gain life, chump block. Draw a card. All seem like pretty good things. The issue is that, like, we now have Sunfall in our hand instead of the much better Split Up, but... Destroy all tapped creatures. Alright, still alive. Questing Druid and Emberheart Challenger. Jump block into Sunfall. We're not dead. We are at effective 2 life, although they did actually miss this Soulstone Sanctuary land drop. Ooh. Alright. Dead to Burst Lightnings and, well, future Burst Lightnings, assuming they hit, like, land for Soulstone. Opponent did not think about Parting Gust. That makes sense. Tap land. Good. We did it! We won a single match of Magic the Gathering. Alright, let's finish out this league. It's only 10 o'clock. I just feel as if it's midnight. Giveaway. Alright, no one's suggestions inspired me more than Bob's did, so we're actually going to do Bob's giveaway. Everyone in chat, please type Bob and Cheese with 1 E, or 2 E's, I guess. 2 E's instead of 3. That's my title. Type Bob in Cheese. Yeah, Cheese with 2, not the double E, because he spells his name weird. They can't spell it, I'm gonna win. I can't, I could barely spell it. Do our giveaway for 120 play points, courtesy of Daybreak Games. Get your Bob and Cheeses in. We'll fire up this last round here. That's what, like, those are the types of games that just, man, I wanna. These are the matches that, like, make you want to play this deck. Is like you play against the red decks and your matchup's good, and then you play against anyone that's not casting the red cards, and your matchup feels miserable, and you never want to play the deck again. But just like playing a deck that has like a not super exciting matchup versus the red deck seems like kind of suicidal. Maybe it's better to get like more proficient at a deck with a close red matchup, and just like get better at navigating it. Because it's not like the Pixie deck had a necessarily bad Gruul matchup. I am allergic to the mulligan button. That hand's kind of ugly. This hand's also really ugly, but it's never going to 5. Probably a good plan. Last call for Bob's in chat. I'll end the giveaway, see if Bob wins. He won! The madman did it! Incredible. It is actually rigged. Actually rigged. Bob won his own giveaway. Or the giveaway that was named after him. It's real. Bob actually won the Bob and Cheese giveaway. The other people did enter. Confirmed by looking at chat. Play Mountain. Play Basic Mountain and cast a 1-drop. Oh, that's fine too, yeah. I don't know if my hand can actually beat anything, but... Alright, let me whisper. We give Bob his code that he won so rightfully. There you go. Enjoy. Oh, lay down arms that. Actually, I should probably just activate this demolition field, huh? While I don't have mana to do on other things. There is even a creature land in play. What did I win? You won 120 play points. I just whispered you a code that you can enter in the Magic Online client. $12 whole. Indeed. Guess it was like actually kind of a disaster if my opponent had like basic forest in their deck and protection spell or something. It's game one. And I have seen some of these decks have basic forest. Jam a league with a questionable MH3 common? What could that even be? Alright, land into more lands? None of these are lands, huh? Lay down his armsing this doesn't even... This goblin friend? Oh god, you're gonna make me click a link. I'm scared. Alright, we'll show it off to chat, whatever you're making me click on. What is this? Poros Energy with Conduit Goblin? Wow, people are down bad on the Amtraptor ban, huh? Target creature gets +1/+0 and gains something. I'll never know. Gains haste, I see. That's a pretty good keyword as far as keywords go. So if I lay down arms this becomes a 2/2. I think I'd rather just Overlord, but it's like... Yeah, I think I just take my lumps here. Pretend I'm holding up a Get Lost or something. Would have been a really good turn to hit a land drop, that's for sure. But I mean, if we draw Beza into land drop, that's still pretty good. I'll also accept this. Well, this is probably not very good. A 3-drop? That's cheating. The fuck is this? That's absolutely cheating. They have... What are you playing around? Like, are they just playing around, Split Up? I would have cast a Split Up last turn. I would have happily exchanged Split Up for your Paw Patch. We're just gonna die. I have to lay down arms of Screaming Nemesis and just get annihilated by these things. Take a pretty big hit, but we can still, like, draw land and play this Beza at some point. Burst Lightning me? Oh, that's probably a game. We go to 11, take 5, go to 6, can't gain life. I guess we're not dead, because Beza would also just produce 1/1s. But being at 5 life and 6 life and being unable to gain life for the rest of the game versus green-red is probably pretty scary. Alright. Can I beat that? I guess technically I can, huh? Ah, fine. One of those games. Do this thing I've been doing every time. Maybe I'm not allowed to board up the Caretaker's Talent here, because they're like they look like pretty stock the more mid-rangey version, like the main deck Paw Patch Recruit, main deck Screaming Nemesis, just like a little bit bigger. So like maybe you want a little bit more of your your card draw stuff. Alright. Can cast spells. Girl Aggro looks busted. It's probably like pretty cleanly the most popular deck and definitely one of the best right now. This deck is like kind of built to prey on the red decks in large part. Made a pretty clunky mold of 6 there. But also the red decks do have pretty good tools to fight matchups like this. So it's not like you get free wins whenever you play against this deck or whatever. I think I just want to scry. Yeah, that's what I want to find. It is in fact exactly what I was looking for. Thank you, deck. Oh, those guys trigger each other. That's fun. I've never actually run into that, weirdly enough. Sure. This feels like a pass the turn. I do have to take more damage if I wait to try to cast Elspeth's Smite. Maybe we cast Get Lost pre-combat. Or pre-attacking, whatever. Oh, I should have probably attacked for one. I don't think I'm blocking either of these things. Probably milling that. Yep. I think I just go for this. Yep. Should have attacked last turn, certainly. Missed a damage. Probably won't end up mattering, but you never know. I'd like to get lost this before it gets hopelessly out of hand. And I take a bunch of damage from the death trigger. Crack map? No. No. Yes. There we go. Rockface Village. Sure. Why are we... I mean, I guess I'm tapped out, so Source Spring doesn't matter. But I might have chump blocked. Now there's just no point in me chump blocking. What are we holding up here? Could be a protection spell, which is pretty terrible for me. I could draw a card with Carrot Cake. It's probably wise. I could draw like Lay Down Arms potentially. You're gonna like blow up my Caretaker's Talent response? I think I do want this. It's really good with my authority of the consoles. It takes so much damage. I guess we gain 3 here, which is nice. It's really bad if they have hexproof thing, so maybe I just have to cast Split Up here. Destroy all tapped creatures. Just take a lump from this thing. They can pump it. Notably, I go to like 5, which is not great, but it's not. They only have 2 cards left in hand. Destroy all tapped creatures. Yeah, this felt like they were holding up something. Oh, that's kind of terrifying. They're blowing up my authority of the consoles. Which makes sense, especially with like the Rockface Village in their hand. Which means now we're definitely not attacking. Gain 4 life. Pump my guys. Gain 4 life. Seems wiser. I think now I attack. We're holding up Get Lost and we have a 4-5 on defense. Alright. No cards left in hand, sure. Seems good for me. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I play Demolition Field activated on the Rockface Village, I will not have enough to hold up Get Lost. So we will just do this instead. And kill them over 2 turns. Not a ton they can do about it. With us at 11 here. Yeah, it doesn't really feel like it's a matchup where you do kind of need a draw engine. Like this style of Growl, you do kind of need something to claw you back into those games after your opponent's like drawn a few cards. Or I guess after you've like burnt a bunch of your stuff. When do we cut though? Another Sunfall? Sunfall is just sometimes good, but often hard to cast, and like your opponent has a bunch of haste creatures which can punish you for like wrathing a board but tapping out for it that late in a game. Wow, I really want to keep this hand. Holy, I don't think I'm allowed to. Alright, fine, I'll keep this hand. You've twisted my arm, deck. On 6, I probably keep and pray. Since worse than the other one doesn't have the one drop, the lay down arms. Man, would really like a lay down arms in this hand. We'll draw an untapped land. Trust. So we can go like authority into 2-drop into 2-drop tap land. This is pretty terrifying. Well, this is pretty terrifying. Who would ever get punished by putting a tap land in their deck? Certainly not me. Do you want to pump your Hired Claw? What they do? Wow. Land, please. Keep me in this game. We are, in fact, alive. But my opponent also has 4 cards in hand, and my hand is filled with carrot cakes. And they have an active Innkeeper's Talent still, even if their creatures are coming in tapped. Yeah, that's kind of horrible news for me. They hit a land. Great. Loved it. Loved that for me. Definitely not bad at all. Don't think I'm allowed to draw that one. I think we're just gonna die to like the trample spell here and cry about it a lot. That's not the trample spell. Could easily be one of the 4 other cards in their hand, but you know. I think I want to draw a card. Play your other Emberheart Challenger, it'll be fine. Actually, don't play that. Play around Split Up. Don't commit more to the board. That card's pretty fucking terrifying. They mill it? What on earth? That's horrifying. That's pretty good. Four cards in hand. I guess playing a second carrot cake is worse than just cracking this carrot cake. We needed all 5 of our mana here to Parting Gust this Emberheart Challenger. I could Parting Gust this thing sorcery speed. Gives them the fish though. With the second Emberheart Challenger in their hand too, I can't stop them from drawing a card. Because if I shoot the Emberheart Challenger main phase, they just play the other one before they go to combat for the talent. I could kill the talent. Oh no, Parting Gust only hits creatures. 3 mana. 4 mana. I see. Now we really need to scry into a Wrath, huh? I think I do want to kill this right now, because I want them to commit this other Emberheart Challenger, and then we find a Wrath of some kind. might just have like protection spell and I just die, but get to gain a life off the fish combo. They also don't play out the other challenger. Makes some sense because they already have like an incredibly threatening board here with talent at 3. We basically just like Wrath or Bust here. It's not a Wrath. That's not a Wrath. We're at 19, so I think we can stay alive for like one more turn, which means this is the Caretaker's talent turn. Get Lost is maybe good. Is it good enough to not play Cake though? To scry? Because I can only really get Lost the Innkeeper's talent, which notably does like turn off a little, at least a little bit of their aggression. This thing's still a 3/4 trampling double striker, but I think I do want to get Lost this Innkeeper's talent. I think that does like genuinely hold down the fort like in a relatively okay fashion while we're at 19 here. Cracking any map tokens pre-combat is definitely scary. Yeah, they're just giving this thing double strike trample. Just never blocking this. Not really worth soaking up exactly 1 point of damage. Better off using these guys to deter these other creatures. Post-combat maps. Feels worse than pre-combating them, but okay. Reveal Screaming Nemesis. They mill Screaming Nemesis. Reveal Mountain. They still have this Emberheart Challenger in hand. Beza is a gain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Gain 4, draw a card. Man, I wish I had one less rabbit token. I wish I had jump blocked, huh? Could make 2 1/1s and trigger my thing. But gain 4, draw a card. Mega Treasure seems pretty good. Maybe it's not, though. Maybe it's not that good. Rather than, like, draw multiple cards off Caretaker's talent, Carrot Cake. And Carrot Cake Sack is going to gain 3 anyway. I haven't hit a land drop this turn, but does that matter? I think I'm just digging for removal. Like that, yes. All according to plan. Am I actually gonna come out of this game alive? Is this real? I definitely thought I was gonna lose this game like 4 turns ago. Holy. That's pretty fucking terrifying. I think I want this. We only take 2. I'll double block. Okay, I'll single block. Seems fairly important. It's a little awkward the way I just did things. I can always just like attack all next turn though. I think I'm just shoving as many things in front of this Sunspire Lynx as I can afford to, actually. Makes my Beza better too. This is a draw engine, sure. This is unnecessary. You have a Manifold Mouse. They hit Paw Patch, huh? Just destroys an enchantment. Destroys potentially my authority. Pretty spooky. Destroy my Caretaker's talent. I could lose out on 3 life here, but draw an additional card if I want to. I think that's fine. They have the pump spell, it's +3/+1, which means they would just kill any number of my things. Okay, they've given up. We did it. Holy, yes. I really didn't think we were going to win that game. I'm going to be entirely honest. Man, it's games like that where you just actually really want to play this deck, where you can win those like really fucked up games versus Gruul. But my god, this deck feels miserable to play against everything else in the format. I'm probably not going to play this, but I don't know. Maybe there's the possibility Aether Drift brings like a decent removal spell to this deck. I think would help it a lot. Get Lost is just so horrible. If you just had like anything better to cast on two mana to like kind of hold back some of the other decks, then this deck could potentially be pretty powerful. But I think that's gonna be it for my stream today. And by I think I mean it's definitely gonna be it for my stream today. I'm tired. We did our league. We played some standard. We'll be back next week with something else. Find someone to raid here. I think I'm going to play some Legacy next week. Need to give my brain a bit of a break from Standard. Let's go raid Harain. The regular Legacy player is always streaming after me. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching. Hope you had a good time. Sorry for like the very low energy. Just one of those days, you know. We'll be back at it next week, and I'll probably be feeling a little bit better playing my comfort formats. But thanks everybody for coming and hanging out. Regardless, ship y'all on over to some Legacy gameplay, and I'll be back next week.